You could be a chazan. These were the heartfelt words of my dear Auntie Yetka. Though Auntie Yetka was short in stature, not quite 5 feet tall, I literally had to get horizontal to give her a hug. Her zest for life and passionately felt hopes for me still stay with me to this day. You could be a chazan. I'd hear her repeat these words every time I visited. You see, her son Edward, or Eddie Fogel, was a cantor, and she knew what it had meant for him. Cousin Eddie was an amazing cantor, beloved by his congregation and fellow cantors alike for his beautiful tenor voice and razor-sharp, if sometimes controversial, wit. He served the Reform congregation Shari Emeth in St. Louis for 25 years alongside Rabbi Jim Bennett. That's right, brother to Temple Israel's own Rabbi Josh Bennett. How's that for 6 degrees of separation? Eddie served 2 terms as president of the American Conference of Cantors, and he was one of the first guitar-toting, camp song-leading cantors, but as a graduate from the New England Conservatory, he was equally comfortable working with the most challenging cantorial repertoire. But without a question, the voice that still rings in my head is that of my late great cousin, Cantor Louis Danto. He was our family's cantor, there for all our major life cycle events, including my parents' wedding and my bar mitzvah. But he belonged to the world. Louis was a lyric tenor and cantor who won acclaim across the world for his concert appearances and recordings of Italian, Russian, and French opera repertoire, as well as Yiddish and cantorial music for which he was one of the world's leading ambassadors. After a performance at Carnegie Hall, Alan Rich of the New York Times wrote, "A voice of great beauty, clear and true, breathtaking, radiant as though from another world." Stereo Review magazine wrote, "No other tenor under contract to a major U.S. opera company today can duplicate such technique and overall control." Louis was a cantor at Beth Emeth Beis Yehuda, a conservative synagogue in Toronto from 1973 until his retirement in 1998. An avid collector and scholar, in 2005 he donated one of the world's largest and most important historical collections of Jewish music, rare sheet music, recordings, and books, to Beth Emeth. He was one of a kind. Here he is singing a prayer for the new moon, Rosh Chodesh.